Hey DT, what do both the Mega Man and Mother franchises have in common?
You mean besides the fact that they'll both continue to remain dormant long after the fictional year 20XX they take place in?
Ouch! Now I'm too bummed to deliver the punchline.
Works for me. It was probably filled with unnecessary Earthbound puns anyway.
Nice one, DT! You sure are wily with wordplay today.
I regret everything.
The galaxy is full of unanswered questions.
But none so important as who would win in a fight.
Join me, TJ,
And me, Dark TJ,
as we
take you
on a quest to discover the power inside Amiibo.
and settle in Smash which Nintendo All-Star reigns supreme.
This is Smash!
Supremacy!
Round 3.
Welcome back, fellow fighting fans.
Like you had anything better planned today.
It's me, Hero TJ.
And me, the magnificent man of mystery and rugged rapscallion, Dark TJ.
Welcome to episode 50 of Smash Supremacy.
Today, two superpowered staples deplete each other's energy tanks in a boyhood battle for bravery.
Hailing all the way from the sleepy town of Onett is the fuzzy pickled poser and yo-yo slinging savior, Ness.
And testing his toys against the renegade Reploid and original mighty numbered nuisance, Bomberman.
DT, that's actually Mega Man! Although, to be fair, he does often go by his nickname, the Blue Bomber.
Whatever. All I know is Bomber Boy better perform in today's bout or I'm down quite a pretty zenny.
Today's featured Starman has a lifelong history scrapping super fighting robots into tiny 8 and 16 bits. Joining the battle is Nintendo Wire writer, Mega Maniac,
And aspiring Robot Master Nerdman,
Matthew Weidner!
Hey guys, how's it going? It's great to finally make it on the show and meet you dudes in person. I see Dark TJ is as snarky as ever.
I prefer the term dastardly. Show some respect, dude.
I don't know, DT. I think at a baseline that designation requires either a 6 stash or doctoral degree to pull off, both of which you're sorely lacking in. Think maniacal masterminds like Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Wily. Personally, I find your goatee screams desperate delinquent more than evil genius.
How dare you snub the stub? I have more evil flowing through each and every facial follicle than the entirety of Majora's Moon. As for Robargnarg and Dr. Smiley, those bald-headed boobs can barely lift a lit wick to my brooding bod and muscled malevolence. And when's the last time their wily attempts to thwart blue-hued blurs, bombers, or otherwise actually panned out? Let's face it, those hairless hacks make 1950s Chuck Jones cartoons Shakespearean by comparison.
Whoa, fair enough. You make some pretty solid points. Sorry for casting any doubt on your detestable dastardliness, though I still think it couldn't hurt to style up the stash a bit.
Believe me, I've tried.
What's that, DT?
Shut it, turds! Let's get back to the good stuff. Fighting for fun, glory, and the right to rip your pitiful predictions apart.
In round 1, Ness sent the mayor of Animal Crossing packing with a flurry of flings from his many powerful PSI attacks and knick-knack novelties.
Of course, the real beatdown occurred off-screen after everyone's favorite deck-collecting Tanuki dropped the bill on villagers' maxed-out medical expenses.
The Earthbound brawler then proceeded to jape Diddy's red-capped conquest for peanut-pelting superiority, proving the ultimate king of swing and jungle hijinks.
Speaking of epic beatdowns, Astro Boy must have had his mercy chip removed when he outbusted buxom bounty hunter Samus Aran, sending her back into an other emotionally fragile state of incoherent baby babbling. As for the following battle of the bots, the Capcom Kid narrowly escaped the cold clasp of Johnny Five's homicidal hugging hands, effectively putting the pernicious peripherals block stacking days to an end.
As fabled youths destined for greatness and burdened by the desire to impress their absent father figures, both Ness and Mega Man have a lot to prove in the clash to come. While Mega Man's got the edge, considering he was specifically created for enacting Reploid retribution, I'm sticking it out with cult classic underdog Ness and his PK powers of persuasion. What do you think, Matthew?
As a shameless fan since his debut back in the 80s, I'm gonna have to go with my pixel pal and favorite bot-busting boy, Mega. Not only does he have a robust legacy of over 130 games to uphold, but comes packing the punch of some of the series' most infamous robot masters, providing a varied armament of deadly abilities at his disposal. Couple that with the fact he practically decimated the galaxy's most badass pursuit of heroin, and it's clear who's beaming to the top of today's adolescent assault. Also, a win for Mega Man means a win for his canine companion, Rush, and I'm totally a sucker for a cute doggo. mechanical or otherwise.
As much as it pains me to say, I've got to agree with Beardy McBearderson over here. The psychic sizzles of Ash Ketchum's Mini-Me don't stand a chance against a super-powered arm cannon shipped with the abilities of over a dozen nefariously neutered Robocops. After all, the only thing this Earthbound bully ever proved is he can beat up mankeys and mentally unstable children. I mean seriously, Villager dances with fire hydrants, talks with animals, and appointed himself mayor of Mother Nature. Not exactly what I'd call the epitome of sanity.
That's actually a surprising stance, DT, considering you were so passionately against his Mega Majesty in the previous 2 stints.
Okay, you got me. I'm a sucker for the pupper too. Happy now?
With that, it's time to power up the Amiibo.
And settle it in Smash.
Three, two, one, go! Game! The winner is Ness.
He may not have as long a legacy, but that didn't stop the PK packing player from winning a whopping 34 fights out of 50.
Baseball Boy beat out the Robo Run pretty decisively, winning 68% of his matchups, opposed to Man's not-so-mega 32.
Look, DT, I rearranged my sword badges so I can fit them all in.
The only thing I want to rearrange is that 2-timing Weidner kid's face for convincing me Buster beats Baseball Bat.
Let's see how all our Earthbound buddies at home predicted the match would go.
62% of you got gunk in your gears, and the other 38% probably thought you were voting for Ash Ketchum.
Which means the PK pummeler Ness gets to continue swinging for the fences in round 4.
While the Blue Power Ranger shamelessly returns to the island of misfit mascots to continue moonlighting as a soccer-playing real estate broker. Looks like Little Boy Blue got his circus fried, my bearded brobot. Got anything to say for yourself?
Honestly, I can't believe my childhood idol lost to a superpowered suburbanite. I guess if games like Earthbound and Undertale have taught me anything, it's that you should never judge a troubled teen by his stripes.
Unless, of course, their determination drives them down a path of mutually assured destruction. Actually, scratch that. Sounds right up my alley.
Thanks for weighing in on the chaos today, Matthew. So tell us, where can our friends at home find you?
Outside of a puddled pool of tears, courtesy of your mega moron's many mishaps today, of course.
When not stomping Goombas or Paracoopas, you can catch me flexing my journalistic pecs for Nintendo Wire. Beyond news and reviews, I frequently manage the Nintendo Wiretap, and recently started a series of weekly challenges dubbed Speedrun Sunday, where I put the community's gaming chops to the test for cash prizes and bragging rights. You can also find me on Twitter at CityWalk, where I post all things nerdy and game related, especially when I become smitten by the latest indie darling.
Wahaha! The only thing darling about swinging by your Twitter account is the barrage of likes I'm sure to get mocking that totally lame South Park reference you named yourself after.
Well, at least my entire shtick doesn't hinge on the existence of a goody two-shoot alter ego with a plot stripped straight out of a Twilight Zone episode. No offense, TJ, you rock.
None taken. I've often wondered myself how our dichotomous relationship came to be.
Whatever, losers. Now get off my screen before I open a can of Ness tea on your backsides.
Thanks for having me, guys. Catch you on the flip side.
So long, Matthew.
Good riddance. This episode's combat question comes from Mr. Wowie Figs.
They write, I bet you won't put this comment in your next video.
Joke's on you, bub, because we totally picked it. In fact, out of the thousands of questions and comments we receive each and every day posing important existential dilemmas like, why are we here? What is the meaning of life? Do Kirby's feet really look like that? We chose to comment on a dare that warrants no real response other than to stroke your enormous ego and rob other fans of any meaningful debate surrounding the current zeitgeist and issues plaguing the yo-yo yielding youths of today.
Wow, DT, I never realized you took these viewer comments so seriously.
Nah, I'm just yanking your chain, chomp. Classic DT misdirection. And by the way, Kirby's little puffed up piggies are totes adorbs. Yeah, I said that. Come at me, bro.
Speaking of barefooted beauties, tune in next time when the shapeshifting heroine of Hoshido, Korin,
Faces off against the galaxy's all too cocky foul-mouthed pheasant, Revali.
Pretty sure that's Star Fox's wily wingman, Falco.
Enough of the Dr. Wowie wordplay already.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for playing.
Dark side out.
Hey DT, what's Falco's favorite soft drink?
Show's over. You can pack in the puns now.
Falcon Punch!
That was just awful. Can we please go home? I've got a date with despair that I don't want to miss.
Ooh, how about this one? If everyone on Team Star Fox turned to piracy, what would they fly?
Wait, are we really doing this?
Their R-Wings!
Ugh, direct me to the nearest plank, cause I'll gladly walk it.
Speaking of gangplanks, what did Peppy say to Donkey Kong when he asked how to keep pesky plumbers from interfering with his kidnappings?
For the love of Palutena, please put a pit in it.
Do a barrel roll!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, last one, promise. And if you don't laugh, I'll buy you that replica of Cloud's Buster Sword you've been begging for.
Oh, you're on, my meme-miming man-child. Get ready to put your gill where your mouth is, cause these luscious lips are sealed tighter than the Temple of Time.
What do both male Corrin and female Corrin have in common?
You mean besides their stale personalities and terrible intuition for tactical leadership?
The same thing as every other Fire Emblem character. They're just fancy nicknames for Marth.
Okay, that one was actually pretty good.
I knew I'd eventually drag in a laugh from you.
And moment's gone. Now that you've adequately lowered the IQ points of every YouTube youth dumb enough to stumble through the credits, it's high time we wrapped up this shoddy shindig.
You know what to do, Supremacy Nation. Tell us who you think will win in the next matchup by clicking the poll in the upper right-hand corner.
Or, wimp out, take the neutral route and do nothing, denying your favorite fighter's future fate. Spineless turds.